Hello, Odette and Miriam. This is Gary here. It's been quite the week in my household. Um, this video will serve twofold. One is to discuss my note taking activity, and like both of you, I found that this activity was good, um, but it was time consuming, uh, which is okay. I think for me, the pattern note taking doesn't isn't quite a fit for me. Um, I typically, when I read articles, will write a lot of handwritten notes on them. I'm a math teacher, so by trade, I write things. I, I, I have tactile. I like to the kinesthetic aspect of writing something on something, and I like to read paper. But then transferring that electronically helped me organize my thoughts some more. So as you can see in my paper, I was able to, in the preview program, preview meaning the PDF reader on the Mac and computer, I was able to highlight what I highlighted in my paper model on the electronic one and underline the same things and even add the comments in. Um, I think with an app I have called Notability on my Mac as well as my iPad, um, I think I can transition to that to annotate and to take notes on things and then put them into my reference um, management system, which is under Mendeley. It's a free, I believe it's free, um, a free reference resource management system. And I like it because Mendeley actually will send me recommendations for other things related to my topics based on the articles that I found. So it often sends me that I've never seen before, which is nice. And then I can work on those and look for things, other articles related to that through the Mendeley database, through the Mendeley program. But my topic on relational reasoning, my dissertation, my research will be more focused on deaf students in mathematics, developmental math, students who are underperforming in math or haven't realized their potential yet for a myriad of reasons. So the adult learners, but learning algebra, learning basic math, math facts, numeracy. So my research will be with those students and how relational reasoning is something that can undergird what they're learning and also kind of show possibly some of the linguistic effects of growing up in a language impoverished environment. Being that most deaf kids um, have parents who didn't know how to sign once the kids were born, and then learned, some didn't learn, through the kids' schooling. So there's often a language delay which has severe or has far-reaching consequences for their educational career for deaf students. This class, I'm moving away from deafness and focusing specifically on the relational reasoning because I haven't done that on its own topic, and I really feel I need to. So I have a lot of articles that I found before, but I have not written a full literature review focused only on relational reasoning. I just found out about, just meaning last year, or actually last semester, fluid intelligence. And part of the intelligence testing, um, flawed as it is, they have a fluid intelligence test battery. And in my current reading, the article I posted, there's actually a test that I found for relational reasoning. And as you'll see in my notes, the annotations, it's actually acultural, or at least it's language and cultural independent from that. So based on shapes and matrices and things of that nature. But language, of course, is important. So for this course, my goal is to write that literature review and really unpack what's out there on relational reasoning, specifically as it relates to educational on domains, specifically for me, mathematics, numeracy. Because for me, math is about pattern recognition, seeing how these things relate together and how you can use these things to solve further problems or understand other principles is a big part of math and something I see lacking in the students that I teach. Like both of you, uh, working with ESL or working with writing um, with adult learners, it's hard to find the research on them. Hard meaning that typically you see a lot of focus on achievement gaps or comparing students who don't do well from certain groups to students who are doing well from maybe larger groups. So it's fascinating to hear about your research, and it's fascinating to see that um, Odette, I believe you have someone you know who their daughter went to Uganda. We were in Uganda, my family and I. I think 4 years ago. My wife went on her own with a friend to do some mission work. And when she was there, she met the local people there and actually started an organization where we're working with families here in the US, friends of ours, to support some of the children over in Uganda, in Jinja specifically, to pay for school fees for these women that my wife met when she was there. So we've been back, and I think my wife will go back in the future. But the exciting thing is this summer, our partner um, is coming here from Uganda. So he's in the process of getting a visa. He's in the process of being able to come here this summer. That's fun for us. And while I was there, like I said, I met Dr. Lutano Chinji, and being the first deaf African linguist um, from Uganda, and he's been studying the indigenous sign languages across Africa, mainly in East Africa for now, but he goes across Africa also, other places, trying to document the indigenous sign languages there, which is exciting to see. Odette had some knowledge of that. I don't want to keep rambling, but um, I'm excited to see how our group will coalesce. Again, this has been an interesting week for me and weekend. I'm glad it's coming to an end, and I got to get ready for my classes I teach tomorrow. So thank you for your time, and I look forward to talking to both of you again, and hope you have a great beginning of the week.